Okay, so I just finished a school video about why I hate school. I probably have to upload that sooner than later. But anyways, I just thought of a title that's a good title, and it's called "What a World We Live In," and it's a vague title. It really is vague, but I feel like if people even see this video, and if they see the title first, they'll probably have some assumptions, and they'll click it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be what they assume. Actually, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know how people are nowadays, But well, we're weird world we live in. So I forgot what I was talking about. The first thing I'll talk about, I guess, is status. Here, there it is. Okay, I remember now. Status. See, was just rambling about it and think about it on a walk that I'm doing right now. But I guess I'll just sit down and record concrete point of view. So really, this video is more of an audio recording than the video. But what the hell? I don't like like first thing you do, you meet someone, right? What's the first thing you ask them? It's most likely, what do you do for a living, or what do you do, and what is your job? And I like that is not significance of this world. I don't, like it's yes, I know how the society works, but it's like, what like we care about like their oh man, what do you call it? My nickname would be slave life, but I guess you could say like, their status. The people kept talking about the social status and all that, all the stuff on the outside. What I like to know is the things on the inside. I want when I try to talk to people, I want them to talk about things that usually people don't share and all that stuff, right? And I I like hearing about stories. I remember like when I meet new people that I never met, sometimes they like tell me things that they probably wouldn't share to other people. I don't know what it is. And at that time I didn't try to do it, or like way before. Now I guess I try to lean to that, but I remember before they don't really talk to us about like they just like talking. I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I meet these people. They like talking about their like things that aren't on camera. Like sometimes you don't know how people are really feeling. There's fake smiles everywhere, right? There is, and I just want to know, like, are you alright? Like I know this world's depressing, it really is. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say, but like, there's just so many fake people out there, right? Then once they go back to their room where they're all alone, then all of a sudden they start crying and all that stuff, right? So it's and then yeah, I just don't like like if someone asks me what I do, that's the first thing they ask. First, depending who I'm talking to, depending if if I connect with you or not. The first thing I probably would say is like, I don't really want to talk about my job. I don't think it's interesting. It does not amuse me. Period. It does not, and I'm not doing anything like that should be kept a secret. It's just the job I do isn't. It's very mundane. It's definitely mundane to talk about. And then my second response, if I want to answer like this, is if they ask me what I do, I would say I like going to the park. I like having fun. That's one of them. Definitely have fun. I like to try to have fun. So, anyways, yes, that's one of the things. And then another thing in the weird world we live in is, well, I already talked about how people don't think in the school video, so I guess I won't talk about that anymore. But I guess what I don't like, and I see this way too much, and I'm not even talking about like I'm just like every like when I sing like with strangers, like say if I'm lining up for like a grocery store or something, and I see strangers, like I hear them, two people talking about someone's back like so bad, like they're ratting on them, and I definitely know that there are people talking behind my back for sure, talking bad, and not like I don't care, like it's not talking behind your back, it's just talking bad about your back. Because what that shows to me is that you clearly don't, not that you hate this person, but you have something with them, but maybe you just don't want to confront them. Because I see that, like people don't want to confront it, and that probably might be me then, like if something bad happened, like I don't need to share about it. Like it's just, I just have to move on at the end of the day, because that's, well, the world's moving on, so why can I? You know, there's like people talk bad behind people's back. Like I hear that from people almost every day. Now I don't, because I don't see that many people. But you know, like they just talk about this person so much, and I'm just like what did this person do to you? And you know what I mean? Like, just who cares what they think? That's why I have to work on, not caring what other people think. So easy as a child, because I didn't know about that. I didn't know people would think about me. Now I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure there's people that probably don't like me that I don't even know who don't like me. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I was a bad person then, but I really don't. No, but I can't speak for other people, But anyways, so I'm kind of projecting here. I'm not saying I talk bad about people. It's that people talk bad about me, and it's just like like I talk about people behind their back, but not badly. It's just because there's an interesting topic that I want to bring up. Like this person did some crazy thing, and I had to talk about it because it's pretty cool, and I want to share it with whoever I'm talking to. Like man, it's talking about people behind their back is like I hate that. Like if people talk about their like politician, sure, that's one thing, but then the weird thing is like you talk about like who people talk about their quote unquote friends behind their back. I don't even know what a friend is nowadays. People talk about their quote unquote friends behind their back, and then the weird thing is when they see them, they smile, they don't try to confront the issue. And I'm not saying like just yell at them, but they don't, like, they act like everything's fine. They don't pull them to the side like, hey, can you just that or anything. Like, no, it's, and just have like a basic conversation. I remember, oh, man, this was when I went to the movies once. Like people were sitting in their seats, and I just asked them politely, hey, you're in my seat. I'm not gonna ramble behind my back and pick a different. Like, no, like just don't sit in my spot, and we'll move on. It's one of those things. Let me see how much time I got left. 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm at 7 minute mark. But yeah, like everyone's just talking behind people's back, and it's a weird world. And I'm like, guys, focus on your own life. Don't worry about what other people do. At least for me, it's not like they're doing anything illegal. And if it doesn't affect you, why do you care? And like, if you don't like this person, stop being with it. And I know it's not easy because you've been glued to them for so long. I get that, but Jesus, oh my God. But I'm just saying, like, at some point you have to, like, man, I learned this, and I'm still trying to figure out the way. But you gotta take matters in your own hands. At some point you have to. You can't always like do this. Like, there's this guy I like, and when I say like he's a cool guy. I don't like him as like I don't like no attraction or anything like that. He's just a pretty cool guy, but man, like I remember like him just because there's an event that, oh man, I don't want to give too much because I don't want to really talk about myself like that, but I remember going to places I don't want to go, and then there's this guy that I know who, his wife asks him, you want to go, and trying to convince him. All he does is just say no. I'm like, why can I do that? So I start doing that. I'm like, I'm not going. Like, no. I know if I go, I'm not going to have fun. And if I go there, I might self-destruct and say a lot of things that probably I shouldn't say, and I probably might just break a plate or two or something. So there's that. But yeah, so I was like, anyway, so yeah, so I was like, okay, I don't want to ruin like an event, it's good for you. So I was like, how about I just don't go? I just don't get the good vibes there. I'm not saying never go, but it's just for me, I don't feel comfortable that day. Maybe, I don't like things they talk about. I don't really care. And the thing, oh yeah, another weird thing, what weird world we live in. Like another thing that I want to talk about is just the things that people talk about, and not like behind people's back, but just the topics. People talk about things that like the only thing I like talking about is maybe sports. Maybe. And I like talking about conspiracy theories. Those are literally my favorites. So there you go. I love conspiracies. But most people don't like it because maybe it's because they're scared. I I'm adverse to a lot of things that have occurred in this world, and you know, people talk about it's like like people always talk about the same old stuff, like your job, like people always talk about like the same stuff, and then money and all that stuff, and I'm like, guys, there's life, like we have a life right now that we can talk about, there's much more stuff, like people don't talk about like how crappy this world is, or actually maybe they do, but they talk about it in like with politics. But I'm like, it's more than that, maybe like it's like there's like an agenda on us or something, or maybe school is useless, but people don't talk about that nowadays. Like I don't, so hard. Like the last time I talked conspiracies was actually like I think 2 years ago or something like that. And I met him, and somehow we got into it. Maybe if I see him again, I didn't try to like be friends with them. I should have, because clearly, those are my kind of people. But but it's just, but not just that. It's like, people talk about like drugs, smoke, all that stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, you don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But it's, yeah, it's. And sometimes it sucks when your family's the enemy when you do something. I'll probably talk about that later on. I'm not gonna talk about it now. And if I do, I might get censored. So I don't want to get censored. I just want to. Man. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. How is it not dark yet? I've been here for like 2 hours already. Jeez. Wow, and the sun didn't go down yet. Well, it's starting to. Well, I missed the sunset. But anyways, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, people always talk about, like, I just call it bot stuff, because it is. It's, when you talk, it's like, people talk about me school, and I'm like, fuck, why? I don't, like, yes, I post school, okay, I get it, all that stuff. I dropped out and all that. Like, I try to move away from the subject, too. Like, sometimes when I'm walking, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore now, but yeah, it's a weird world we live in. It's a weird world we live in, and man, I don't know. Like, there's nothing I can say. It's good right now. It's just a weird world. I'm planning on walking home maybe when it's more darker, because I just want to stay outside for a bit. But yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? Like, how I swear I could ramble on without the camera, but now once I just turn it on, the brain just pauses. Clearly, I'm camera shy if I'm not showing my face too, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't remember. Man, I forgot. But I mean, those are two things I wanted to say for sure. The status thing, and then people talking about people's back. Oh man. I guess also it's. See, I want to talk about how people don't know how to take care of themselves, but I think I'm in a fortunate position because I don't have to pay my own bills yet. So I probably will later on. Well, I pay like one, and that's like it's stuff that belongs to me, but I don't live on my own or anything like that yet. But maybe I will if I make money on this. I don't know. I probably won't make money. But yeah. So I'm sometimes I think I don't know what the word is, sociopath, because I just think differently than everyone else. I don't know if I'm in the right or they are, but because I don't like popular opinion nowadays. Like, like in school we don't get taught sides. We always taught to this is it's always this way. Like, there's no other way. Like, I'm like, learn other ways, or like maybe the stories we're told are not true. Maybe it's propaganda and all that, but okay, now the sun's going down. There you go. Okay, there you go. It's still not dark yet, so I guess I got an hour. Oh no, my mic. But yeah, so I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just walk around the store or something. I don't know. How long is the video? 15. Shoot, I gotta leave. Alright, anyways, I'll just upload this and talk about more stuff later if I got more to ramble.